thought I was done with this dude. I genuinely thought, I'm done. No matter what comes, I'm done. But then this motherfucker comes and makes a video that looks appetizing as fuck. I watched the intro of it, and I'm fucking hooked. So now we're watching it together. I only watched like the first minute or so. So, yeah. This is the act, man. Stop killing games, Revenge of Pirate Software.
So, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Jelly
I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
Dark side points gained.
Why did you do such a thing?
Previously on Stop Killing Games. Pirate killing video games is evil. From my point of view, the gamers are evil. Well, then you are high. I thought your initiative had failed and died.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
It's over, pirate. We have the signatures. You underestimate my ego. Go double down. And now, for the thrilling second entry.
Oof.
We stopped killing games. But what now?
Ladies and gentlemen, hold those fists high. Drop a salute
I
in
can't.
chat, turn
I don't
on
have
my favorite
hand
freedom
tracking.
tune, and listen up. We stopped killing games. But what now? Can our heroes take the fight to Parliament? Can we enact sweeping legislative changes that ensure that gamers across the world own the things they buy? Find out.
Oh.
In the next
20 minutes or so. Yeah, probably. Because of your tireless efforts and many, many others, we have all spread a ton of awareness for the Stop Killing Games initiative, and it has amassed over 1.3 million signatures. God bless democracy. Democracy prevails once more. Let's see if we can get this video to get 1.3 million likes. Go ahead and hit that like button.
Do people like me?
We have all done our part, and
I did my part.
Of all of you. As a quick reminder, Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement to make sure people own the products they buy.
It's a good fucking
complicated
movement.
stuff. It's about as complicated as rocket science or figuring out how to talk to a woman.
Have you ever had a
Oh,
dream
then that's complicated, all right.
that you had
But the simplest way to explain it is that this is a movement that truly is black and white. There is very little gray here. You are either pro-consumer or you're pro, yes, I want corporations to be able to revoke access to the thing.
Yes, daddy, capitalism in my ass.
Things I buy. And it's hard to spin that. It's hard to spin that angle. Now, once again, I don't want this video to just be about drama regarding Mr. Software.
Eat my titles.
All in due time. Thank God for Helldivers 2, the true 2023 game of the year. Look at how our training has paid off. These numbers just came in.
It's also hard to tell who is a
Our
woman
top
nowadays.
signature
Yeah.
earners, based on percentage and quota for that country. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Finland. Finland! In second place, the Swedes.
Let's go.
In third place are my people, the Dutch. Yeah, let's go,
he's
white people.
Dutch.
Probably just cut that, huh? And who could forget the high octane efficiency of the Germans, who brought in the most amount of
That is the wrong flag, no?
270,000. What can you say? The Nordic people love their video games, and I don't blame them. The rest of you, drop a comment, say what country you're from, and if you sign the initiative or not. I think we need to give out medals, okay?
I will
also,
not do
the UK
that.
petition received over 180,000
I will not tell people where I'm
12
from.
days before the cutoff. And you know what? I don't care how controversial it is for me to say this as an American, all right? Shout out the Redcoats, man. You know what? Yes. I'll have some beans. Thank you.
She made fucking
It's important to highlight just how impressive of a grassroots movement this has become. How we all came together
Let's go.
and managed to pull off this incredible upset win.
1.4 million, by the way.
Manning
God
feels every single day. So pat yourselves on the back, suck your own cock if you got one. You've earned it.
The battle is over.
This ain't capitalist. Ubisoft saying that no one owns the games they bought is some communist bullshit. I guess so. You're kind of right. You're kind of right. They're fucking commies. Get them. Get them. Fuck them.
If you really want to visualize the success, thanks to Reddit user Alan Lon, hell yeah, we're gonna stop killing games. Let's go. Yeah, keep the momentum up with what's happening. Anybody? Hello? Help?
Anybody, please?
Is anybody
help?
coming? Are we
Help?
fucked?
Anybody?
I guess this is the fuck. No, it isn't. We're so back. That's the journey right there. That has
We
been
all
the
know
journey.
you're from a
This
floating
is the
pyramid
Streisand
movie.
effect visualized because we could not have done this.
If you dox me one more time, Azurhood, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna wipe you off the face of the earth. Understood?
Without everyone's favorite scurvy dog, pirate software, who, whether he intended to or not, became the villain we all needed. He became the face of the opposition to something that benefits us all. And of course, the biggest thanks especially go to Ross from
Nope,
Cursed
still no
Farms,
alerts.
who
Let's
made all
turn
of this
those
possible
on,
with his
actually.
tireless efforts. I hope one day he may rest. He truly might be the Bob Ross of gaming content creators.
People call me the Bob Ross of programming.
So there's three parts to the story, where the initiative goes from
glaze!
here, and what steps we take to.
He's glazing himself stronger than I'm glazing Destiny 1. Holy shit, I didn't think it was possible. Holy fuck. I'm the Bob Ross of of coding. Yeah. Every single one who looks at his coding. That is an insult to my profession. Bro. Bob Ross turning in his fucking grave. No, he wouldn't do that. He's too nice. But you know, gets the point across.
To secure our rights. There's the corporate side of things, who has rapidly responded. That's a great sign, by the way, because a lot of these
More like
corporations,
Bob
and what we'll
Ross
be
of
getting into later, it tells me.
It's afraid.
I think a lot of video game publishers are scared shit.
Wait.
It's afraid.
Wait, is that?
Tells me.
It's afraid.
Is this the dude from, How I Met Your Mother, the fuckboy? I don't remember his name. But is this the actor from How I Met Your Mother, the fuckboy? It is, isn't it?
It's afraid.
I think a lot of
He
video game
has the
publishers
voice
are
of him
scared
too.
shitless by the momentum.
No, he's no Bob Ross, more a Bernie Meadow. I don't even know who that is.
And stop killing games. Remember, Ubisoft is in the middle of a lawsuit for shutting down The Crew, and a bunch of other companies have up.
By the way, Ubisoft is in an organization who's saying, oh yeah, all this stop killing games shit, yeah, nah, this is wrong, we shouldn't do that. For sure.
Updated their EULAs, and I just remembered that apparently Anthem servers are still running because EA wants to shut them down now. A lot of shit happening. But you know what? I think it's that time again. Everyone put on your silly
We sailing the 7 seas! Let's go, boys!
pirate hat. By the way, this hat is from an old Gangplank cosplay I bought before his visual rework.
Oh, damn.
Yes, I am single. Hey-yo, ho, and a bottle of ego. I think it's time we check in with Mr. Software. Pirate, how you feeling today? How you been holding up?
I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked
Oh
for,
my god, that is
but
the
nothing you
worst.
wanted.
Why would you say such a thing? Such pettiness will mean nothing. Your path is set. By talking more shit, you are merely giving content to your haters. Okay, I can understand crashing out as a content creator, you know. Sometimes you feel like you have to tell people to go fuck themselves, right?
Yeah, true. But it's kind of ironic how he's saying, oh yeah, all these people who make videos about me have like this fucking hard-on me, hating on me, and are just content farming off of me, when he keeps talking trash for people to make content about. He could just stop. People in his Discord are genuinely concerned for him and saying, please stop. Please make it better now. Just please go back to making content and content only. Please stop being a fucking idiot. And he's just sitting there saying, no, how about that? Burn me, Madoff ran a Ponzi scheme that caused a recession in 2008. God damn! Okay.
Right? There are days where you just want to crash out. But the way he crashes out, it's so entertaining. He truly sounds like a villain.
Put up a video saying you were wrong with every situation and the internet move on. I am not doing that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, simply bend the knee.
By the way, he's the guy who said, oh yeah, all of this is having a serious impact on me. I have to pay my employees. I have to pay for the ferret rescue operation. I have to do this for you. And all this hate is just killing my employee's salary. Is killing the ferrets in my rescue. Whoa. But I will not apologize to save those things. No. Fuck you, face off, suck my ass.
And lie about how you feel and everyone will stop bullying you. That's a great idea, dude. Yeah, no, eat shit.
If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was.
Pirate, man, had you just corrected yourself once people were pointing out that you misinterpreted the movement? Had you acknowledged what Stop Killing Games was really about earlier? Rather than waiting 10 months to be hit with all this backlash, perhaps you would have seen the situation for what it was and avoided all this unnecessary pain you've brought upon yourself. Dude is absolutely getting dogged across every corner of the internet, but this is the path he's chosen, and I cannot fathom why. Now, I don't mean to kick a matey when he's down. Make him walk the plank. I wouldn't wish scurvy upon the lad. I don't necessarily want to make fun of pirate software. I feel like he's getting enough shit as it is. But you want my honest opinion of the guy? I think he just needs to learn how to apologize and mean it. You would not believe how positive people react when you sacrifice your ego to just own a mistake and apologize for it. Essentially, that's all it would have taken for this entire ordeal to go away.
It still only takes that. Yes, people will still hate you some, but if you just apologize once and keep your mouth shut from then on, everyone who keeps making content about you will just be labeled as clout chasing, beating a dead body, beating a dead horse. But no, you have to hold on until every limb is cut off, until your heart stops, blood is gone, and you're just a rotting corpse. Salty, no body. Salty, no body. Salty, I said no body! Oh, man.
Yeah. Now he's lost over like 100,000 subs, which is crazy.
A bit more.
Crazy amounts
a bit more than 100K. Maybe double that.
If you're hot and sexy, only hot and sexy people can subscribe.
Maybe 110% of that.
I just enforced them. I mean, listen to him talk about all the crazy shit that's been happening to him. Jarvis, roll the clip.
In the middle of the stream, about 9 a.m., I got a bunch of phone calls to my phone. They left a bunch of voicemails of shit saying, your time has come, in like a giant screeching voice, and then we got swatted. But at the same time, it's like, I don't give a fuck about your initiative because your people are unhinged.
Hold on. Ever since the Warcraft incident, his cover was blown for normies. He turned himself into a modern-day narcissist. Narcissist. Yeah, narcissist. Bro. I've watched a little bit of that, and people were saying his excuse was he had no mana, right? But everyone pointed out he has a mana recovery item. If I put that in Destiny 1 terms, it's a guy who has, for example, a bubble Titan bubble, which can protect you from outward damage and shit. He is like at 30% of the super, but has an item that can give him the super bag instantly, and saying, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? and just runs away instead of saving his teammates. Yeah, basically that, right?
And I realize that's not everybody that's part of that, but I don't give a shit, dude. Like, I'm out. Have fun. Good luck.
This is what confuses me. Like, the fact that he's dealing with all of this, but he still isn't willing to admit any fault to anything. At what point do you realize what your ego is costing you? What the price for it is?
He's never gonna notice until it's gone.
There really is something wrong with a person who views their ego and their status as the most important item in the world. It's not, and it never is. So we're gonna make fun of Mr. Software, but we're not gonna try to make his life worse. With all that out of the way, how are you feeling, Mr. Software?
I do think that there are some people that get misled by that stuff, and they get wrapped up in an emotional thing. The best thing that I can equate it to is Coney 2012.
What? God. Oh, this is the dictatorship.
Stop Killing Games to Coney 2012.
What the fuck is with this guy?
This turned into like such like an internet zeitgeist thing where like everyone just like lost their mind. They're like, I gotta kill Coney, gotta kill Joseph Coney. They bought like stickers, they liked things on social media. It was like a big slacktivism movement.
And essentially calling them both slacktivism. Well, we actually accomplished something, okay? I don't know what the fuck Coney 2012 ended with. Nobody's even talked about that as far as I'm concerned for like a decade. Is that why you're comparing Stop Killing Games to Coney 2012? Because you think they're gonna end the same way? Nothing actually happens. The whole movement falls apart, and the guy behind it ends up like masturbating in a public street after doing a bunch of acid or whatever the fuck that guy did.
Oh my god.
Keeps doubling down.
Twice the pride, double the fall.
There have been multiple videos exposing Pirates' claims of working for Blizzard.
As mentioned, watching a video.
Yeah, I helped develop games at Blizzard. Do you know that I worked at Blizzard? Oh, you don't believe the claims I made about Blizzard? Well, tell that to my dad who worked at Blizzard for 23 years. Blizzard. Like a fucking Pokemon that can only say one word. Blizzard. It's not even his own name, it's Blizzard instead.
That was critiquing you for mentioning you work at Blizzard so much. I literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard, 7 years. Yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
One of them even pointed out that his dad didn't just work at Blizzard. His dad was the lead director of cinematics at Blizzard. The guy who created some of the greatest video game cutscenes in the world. Like that guy. So he got in through nepotism, not through like credentials. Now some people have taken a second long hard look at the code for his game Heartbound, and they've utterly dismantled it. Slop News Network and Coding Jesus
Blizzardo, use cringe take.
Videos. One of my favorite
use double down. Oh god, holy essay. Narcissus, the guy in Greek myth, so self-obsessed with himself and thought he was superior to everyone to the point that the goddess Nemesis cursed him to fall in love with a reflection of himself in a pool of water. This probably sounds like me being pretentious. I'm just a nerd that hyperfixated on ancient mythology. No, that's actually cool. And I know about the guy that you were talking about, but not by name. I knew he existed. Right, the Narcissus, but I didn't know he was called Narcissus. Makes sense?
Get this. That his software was unpiratable.
This is actually the save file for the character, so you can't pirate it because you can never use the achievements. It made it unpiratable, which is deeply hilarious.
And within a day, somebody had pirated it.
Hold on, let me fix my bottle.
I was curious how long it took for the game with the unpiratable DRM to be cracked after it was released, and this is what I found. 1 day and 17 hours after the game was released on Steam, there was already a home rip floating around.
Once again, shout out the writers of this season's
You serious?
Life on Earth. I don't know.
Let me laugh even harder.
How do I keep coming up with this stuff? Watching this guy is like the equivalent of watching a train crash. Except every cart is a dumpster on fire. How do you expect me to look away from that?
Eat my entire ass.
Now, in the process of breaking down his awful code, these YouTubers have also broken down his persona.
I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
That is the problem right there. Yeah. That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. I don't see it that way, but all right.
Oh, brother! And watching these videos, it felt like they were going through the wreckage of a car crash, and it was all just dust. Like, there were no pieces of a car in sight. Nothing to indicate the vehicle had collided with something. Just as there is no real credible evidence of any claims Pirate Software has made about his credentials over the years.
Just dust and echoes.
For instance, Pirate claims to be a game developer of like 8 or 20 years, yet he has little to no publicly available code or projects on his GitHub account. GitHub is basically, as I understand it, a forum for designers, developers, and coders to share their work. Look at me, I'm a prospective employee seeking employment in the field of computer programming. Here is my work, so you can see what I have produced. It would be like if I claimed to be like an editor on some big major Hollywood films, and I just had like one video on my YouTube channel. Like, why would you listen to me? So this guy coding...
Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, guys, I have these 565 videos. I am a YouTuber, bro. Influencer. Sorry. We could get right back into it.
Jesus has been doing some deep dives into Pirate's code itself. I am not fluid in this language, but I will say I'm glad Jesus is back to help us understand the world we live in. Now, he basically describes Pirate's code as far below the expectations for an entry-level...
We do not care.
Okay. Fuck you.
To gain experience from the industry, not necessarily a paycheck. And that's a crazy description, because nobody would have cared or bothered to look into any of this had he just apologized for abandoning his team in World of Warcraft.
Bro,
World of Warcraft this all started here. Everything. I mean, beyond that, Pirate also had a private conversation with Moist Critical, and then he leaks the DMs. I can tell you, you shouldn't do that unless you have a very good reason. Most times, it's not a good reason. I mean, this guy has just checked every box in the like, oh yeah, a shitty content creator would do exactly that. It's truly remarkable how in addition to all this stuff, we also have the aforementioned copyright abuse.
There was a dude earlier today that went onto Reddit and said that he was using my voice in a video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put that game up on Steam. We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. Welcome to the Finding Out timeline, bud.
Ferric doesn't come from myth, though. Ferrus won battles against Rome when Rome wasn't the powerhouse it was yet, so often that they name victories that they're disastrously ruinous to the victor Pyrrhic victories, which kind of make it more hilarious. Ah! Wow, history lessons. Thank you very much, Iron.
2 seconds later.
The game is back up on Steam. Looks like the DMCA has been removed.
It feels like this guy hates video games secretly. I really don't envy Pirate's suffering because I don't wish to contribute to Pirate's suffering, but he makes it way too easy to dunk on him. People love watching this guy get shit talked. I think the sheer amount of content people are producing and the viewership it's getting really goes to show how he has mastered.
Fucking all of them are Quinfio, huh? Don't tell me they're all from Quinfio. Yeah, they're all from Quinfio. They're all from Quinfio, man. They're all we've seen a few of these. We've seen a few of these.
And the viewership it's getting really goes
Quinfio,
to show how he has mastered this truly unlikable persona. So
okay, hold on. Playgirl 5551. Thank you very much for the quick follow. Kick, not quick.
He's done
Sorry.
that's causing all of this flack. It's how he responds to everything. They're making I worked at Blizzard compilation videos. Oh boy.
Blizzard. Because having worked at Blizzard, I grew up at Blizzard.
It is never a good sign when your own content can be spliced and edited against you like this. This guy is a walking meme. Pirate, your thoughts on Ross and his stop killing game?
I am sorry, the act man, but we have a term for people like this. They are called lol cows. Because you can keep milking them forever. Funny, right?
Games Initiative?
You also didn't want to talk to Ross? I didn't. I didn't like the way that he was approaching the situation. I was very...
Yeah. He would have proved you wrong. In sentences. 2, maybe even.
Be clear about that. His community went on the offensive and tried to do underhanded tactics, and his response to it was also not stellar. Not a fan of it. So because of that, I didn't want to have a conversation with him. I said, I don't like this for these reasons. Take it or leave it. Like, that's how that works. If you're a dick, I'm not going to talk to you.
He has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance.
They found out Pirate Software used to sell like furry avatars under the screen name Maldavius Fig Tree.
That shit.
You can't make this stuff up.
Oof.
Greetings, Maldavius. Pirate Software steps down from Off-Brand Games and Ludwig responds. I am no longer at Off-Brand Games. People were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike the things I...
It is not even true. The mass review bombing is not even true. If you go onto the review pages of Steam, it is factually incorrect.
I say that this kind of behavior is unhinged. I am the victim. Why should my actions have consequences on me?
I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing you wanted.
This is the most smug way to say, fuck you, I've ever heard. This guy's a dick.
Indeed.
Look at this one. Pirate Software.
Jellyweek mentioned, not
who
pre-watched.
stated that one of the ferrets in his rescue died due to lack of mana.
I want to wait to see how long it takes Twitch to ban this person permanently. Yeah, I reported already, Jake.
What is this guy's job? Is his job to ban people he doesn't like? I feel like every clip of him is just like, oh yeah, you're banned. You're banned. This is the Discord moderator final boss.
So they're trying to mix the World of Warcraft drama shit and say that one of the ferrets that died at our rescue, because she died of a very rare cancer, died of being out of mana, because they're a fucking awful human being. That is why we ban people in this chat.
He shows the message. What? I feel bad for laughing at it, but it's like moral.
He makes it real hard not
man.
to.
But the joke is, it's funny because it's fucked up and it's getting under your skin.
Yeah, that's the funny
part. Don't feed the trolls.
To try and use that as a
just ban him and don't say anything. Because you're gonna make people want to see that reaction more often.
There's no
you're just an idiot.
Like putting that kind of hate out into the world.
Like
you're making it.
For example, right fucking now, Salty keeps writing, but nobody came. Because I keep reacting to it. If I genuinely just ignored it, he'd stop. He'd maybe even stop watching. I don't know. But I like the interaction. Salty, this is not an invitation for you to continue spamming that shit. But just know that it's not a bannable offense. And no matter how often I insult you about it, it's really not that bad.
So much worse. There's no coming back from that. You have fallen to the dark side. I reviewed Pirate Software's always online DRM in a single-player game and got banned from its Steam hub.
Damn.
The L's just don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't
stop coming.
I think that's enough pirating for me, though. Let's get back to the games, all right?
Yeah,
EA
sure.
is shutting down Anthem servers, which were still up. You notice something about this? This is written on July 3rd.
Because it's what's gonna happen when Salty gets married. No hard feelings, Salty. It's the grandstanding that chaps my ass, bro. I don't even care about the grandstand. If you want a grandstand, do it. But at least do it in a way that doesn't make you look like a fucking idiot, man. Like, holy shit. You make it in a way where you invite people to continue doing it. There is the way where you make fun of this guy, and actually multiple people are like, oh, I don't want to experience that, and nobody does it. But you gave them like the attention and let it get under your skin, which was the intent most probably. Like, you gave them everything they wanted out of this. You gave them the attention of not just the ban, you put their message on the screen while you were physically seen being hit by that on a personal level. Absolute cinema. For the viewers and haters, but not good for a streamer. Nope. The man needs to eat 10 humble pies. If he was half as intelligent as he says he is, maybe he doesn't even need that. All I'm saying.
That's like the same day Stop Killing Games hit over 1 million signatures.
But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare.
It's shocking the servers lasted this long. After careful consideration, we will be sunsetting Anthem on January 12th.
I hate that
means
word.
that the game will still be playable for the next 180 days. The announcement of Anthem's servers shutting down comes as a surprise, especially considering EA and BioWare effectively gave up on the title a few years ago when it canceled its previously announced redesign. Yeah, so basically they're like, well, shit, better kill it now. This, by the way, is an incredibly good sign that the movement is shifting the table. We're stacking the chips on our side, and they're stacking their chips on theirs. They're prepared for a battle, and companies like EA are going to do everything they can to minimize the damage that this movement will have. But honestly, Anthem did have a ton of potential. I mean, most folk got really hyped with those initial trailers, and clearly something about it spoke to gamers. It fulfilled this kind of Iron Man fantasy, but the novelty wore off really, really quickly. And it had a ton of issues that were just never fixed. Remember when EA fixed another game? Or I should say DICE. Remember when DICE fixed that one game that we just made a video on talking about its redemption? You should have tried.
Damn.
Should have tried. What else? Ubisoft wants gamers to destroy all copies of a game
That is
once
disgusting.
it goes offline.
Oh, that is
What a
disgusting.
headline. Ubisoft has updated its EULA to avoid potential legal issues by discontinuing support for its games. Shocking how all this is happening around kind of the same time. The EULA end user license agreement now states that the company reserves the right to stop supporting a game at any time for any reason.
As if they weren't already doing it.
Ubisoft, the company once known for its great games,
Fuck
has
you, by the
received
way.
nothing but criticism from its fans. The company has hit rock bottom, but the thing is, there is no rock bottom, and it continues to fall deep into the abyss until it becomes bankrupt. Jesus.
I'm gonna go into the
Holy
left corner.
shit.
Fuck you.
Obey your ramen is spitting. He's writing facts right now. Why it matters, the company has fallen so low that it wants to avoid any legal consequences by terminating users' access to products, which it aims to do sooner for many legacy titles. Look at this blurb from their EULA. You and Ubisoft may terminate this EULA at any time for any reason.
So am I legally required to destroy my copy of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood? I think not. Fuck that shit. Nah. I want to keep my Ezio Auditore. He failed to follow rule 1 of the internet. Do not feed the fucking trolls. I feel like I'm watching a man deliberately attempting to drown himself in an inch-deep puddle and trying to accuse a guy 5 miles away from him of trying to drown him. You know, it's scary how accurate you are with that. It's scarily accurate, Iron. Holy shit.
This EULA will terminate automatically if you fail to comply with any of the terms and conditions of it. Upon termination for any reason, you must immediately uninstall the product and destroy all copies of it in your possession. Are you out of your fucking mind?
They are. But I want to add something to the thing. It feels like Pirate is the perfect victim to a troll that the troll cloned, made them breed, and then that's what Pirate is.
Are you out of your mind?
What? That's a real quote. When I'm in a can't possibly ruin my reputation anymore
yes, I stole that from
competition
somewhere.
And my opponent is Ubisoft, this is why we need to bring back worst company in the world award. Ubisoft literally saw all the hate Pirate was getting and thought, these gamers deserve a better class of criminal. But that's not all. We have actually seen members of government from across the EU openly come out and support Stop Killing Games. We got a man on the inside. But there's one last piece we have to look at. This is our true opposition. This coalition, Video Games Europe, is very opposed to Stop Killing Games. In fact, they consist of a lobby of a variety of different corporations. You can probably guess who's on this list. EA? Yup. Ubisoft? You better believe it. And this is their response. We appreciate the passion of our community. However, the decision to discontinue online services is multifaceted, never taken lightly, and must be an option for companies when an online experience is no longer commercially viable. Guys, if we pull the plug, just get over it, you fucking bitch. We shouldn't even have to guarantee the bare minimum for you. Imagine if they had a way to make old cartridges just short circuit after a period of time. For like your N64, your Atari, or whatever.
They would
Imagine
without
if,
hesitation.
And EA did that type of shit. In their current form, they would do it if they could. And you know why they're trying to kill all these old games?
Because they're good?
Because those are the ones we're playing.
This is impossible!
According to a study reported on in PC Gamer, PC gamers spend 92% of their time on older games. Well, if they're still playing the older games,
why would we play the older games? Hello, whoever just joined. Frosty! Oh, he has a... Yeah, of course.
Maybe they're not buying the new ones.
Audio bug.
We need money. We understand that it can be disappointing for players. But when it does happen, the industry ensures that players are given fair notice of the prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection laws. Translation. We only want to do the bare minimum that we are legally required
That's our hood,
to.
I swear to fucking God, stop.
Changes equals shutting the game down. This isn't like, oh, the servers are going to go down
Frosty.
for 48 hours on this date. No, this is...
How you doing? Anyway, let's continue in the Actman, Revenge of the Pirate Software.
Your purchase is null and void. You can't
hold on. There we go.
Equals shutting the game down. This isn't like, oh, the servers are going to go down for 48 hours on this date. No, this is your purchase is null and void.
That's stupid.
You can't do that.
Then give us the money back, bitch.
You should really be thanking these corporations. I mean, think of how kind it is for them to let us know ahead of time that our purchase is going to be retroactively invalidated, and we have nothing to show for it. I love how there's no mention of, like, properly informing customers if and when their product will cease to function before they buy it. If we're buying a license and not a game, that needs to be made abundantly clear to everyone. You should have to click a box.
We killed him in his throne world. Motherfucker. make it so another hive god manages to rise to power, as stupid as this might sound, we need to have a raid where we lose without it feeling like the devs are just forcing it, yes.
On the Steam page that says this game might be just fucking deleted and you won't have anything to show for it. But of course, they don't want to do that.
And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
Private.
Yeah. What you think is wrong. That's obviously right.
Servers are not always a viable alternative option for players, as the protections we put in place to secure players' data, remove illegal content, and combat unsafe community content would not exist and would leave rights holders liable.
It's almost like that's what private servers are. And no, you would not be held liable. It's private servers.
Rights holders? Like who? If you're abandoning the game and it's turning into vaporware, then nobody really owns it. You're relinquishing your legal responsibilities to it.
Yep.
Am I wrong? Am I getting something mixed up in the translation?
You're
Isn't that how it
absolutely
would
correct.
work? Clearly you don't care if there's an unsafe community if you're just willing to completely abandon it all. In addition, many titles are designed from the ground up to be online only. In effect, these proposals would curtail developer choice by making these games prohibitively expensive to create, as if they're not already. This is the problem with the video game industry. All these major corporations think, every game, we're not going to invest in something unless we put like $100 million, $50 million into it. And
is this a Destiny clone?
Fortnite. Games are prohibitively expensive
is that a
to
Destiny
create
clone?
because you have people
is
in
this
charge
a better
that don't know
Destiny
how to
clone?
fuck to manage money. Concord burned through like 500 million. How? The Battlefront collection was like 60 gigabytes bigger than the 2 base games and had less content in it. Fix your damn game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to call it
just
there.
gets
Rest
thrown out the
assured, we
window.
have stopped killing games, but only momentarily. Should the need arise, should we need to rally the troops again, I have the utmost confidence in our ability to push this thing through to the finish line. Do not let the distractions
really went over the line in the how they
law-abiding
censored their
software,
game to allow
man,
them to
distract
get on
you from
console.
what is really...
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Right, you're not like the actual fan base that was already playing it were outraged by the censorship that came out of nowhere. This wouldn't have happened if they did it from the start, probably, right? But holy shit, that is stupid. By the way, Frosty, did you play Ready or Not? Is it good? Competitive? What do you mean? Isn't it a PvE thing? Huh. What do you mean struggling? Oh. You wanna teach me that game? I'd be actually up for it. Well, then it's double the fun. If you're also a newbie now, because you didn't play in a while. Alright, download it. I'll download it after the video too.
It's funny and entertaining, but keep your eye on a prize. There's much more important things at play. Once again, I want to offer all of you the once-in-a-lifetime chance to subscribe to Ross at Accursed Farms and follow this movement. I'm sure he's going to be better informed than anyone else on the subject. I'm just here to make you laugh and joke. I'm a dancing monkey. I am monkey. I think based on all the corporate responses, it's safe to assume that we are making waves. They are scared. It's afraid. So subscribe to Ross, because if Gondor calls for aid, Rohan will answer. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. And subscribe to the Actman for more awesome content. Alright, mateys. That be all I have for today.
Maybe... It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna mention it. It's just... unhygienic. Cut your armpit hair, man.
today. Now you walk the plank.
At
all right,
least
everyone,
trim
that's
it.
all I got for today. This be the Yar Har Man signing out. Peace.
It's just me, right? It's just me, but it is a little unhygienic in the armpit region anyway. Anyway, beautiful fucking video by the act, man. Beautiful. I appreciate it a lot. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was informative, most importantly.